Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you all are good and doing well. So, in the last lecture, we used Claude to install the device and convert the device auth pages using some attractive Tailwind elements. And now, in this lecture, we will ask Claude to analyze a feature for us. Okay, so what we want to build next, we will first give the prompt to Claude, and then Claude will suggest us the plan for that. So, this is basically about create a prompt about what we want to doing next or what we want to create as the next thing, and before implementation we will ask Claude to suggest us that what we need to do. Okay, so here is my prompt that I have already written to save the time. So you can see that this is my prompt. In this application we already implemented device for authentication. Now I want to add a feature where authenticated users can submit their story idea and get an AI generated story based on it. Here is my high level idea. So I'm just mentioning the high level idea here. Why? Because I am not giving the exact details. I'm just sharing my high level detail to the Claude, and then Claude will suggest me the exact implementation or the preferred implementation based upon that. Okay, so here is my high level idea. User fills a form with basic story prompt or idea. The prompts get saved to the database. Claude AI generates the full story based on that prompt, and the generated story is displayed back to the user and also saved in DB. Please prepare a detailed development plan for this feature, including database design, model structure and association, controllers and action needed, views and user flow, how to integrate Claude API into Rails, any gem or dependencies needed. Do not write any code yet. Just give me a complete plan so I can review, and then we will implement step by step. Okay, so let's copy this prompt and go to the terminal window where our Claude is running, and now paste this prompt here. Okay, and submit it to the Claude and let the Claude do the heavy lifting from here. So now what will Claude do, that it will read our prompt, and based upon the prompt it will prepare a development plan for us, and then it will share to us. So let's wait until this finish. So now the Claude has finished its response. So let's go to the top where it has started providing the response. So here, this is our prompt, and now this is the feedback from the Claude that here is the complete development plan, and the feature is AI story generation. So first is database design, new table stories. So this will be the new table, and here you can see the fields of the table like id, user id, title, and you can see id integer primary key, user id integer foreign key of users, and it should be not null. Title is a string and auto derived from the first 60 characters of the prompt. Okay, and I mean if user do not provide the title, it will be captured from the first 60 character of the prompt that user give. Prompt users story idea, it should be not null. Generated story, Cloud's output null until completed. Okay, it means uh, initially the value will be null until the Claude generated the story. Okay, and once it is generated, then it will be saved into the database. Status, so pending, generating, completed or failed. So this can be status of your stories, like whether it is pending, then from pending to it goes to generated, and generated to it goes to completed, and then it can be go to failed as well. For example, let's say if the API failed to generate the story. Okay, error message, populate only on failure for diagnostic, and created and updated it, that we always get with the Rails migration. Okay, the status column derives the UI state machine. The show page reacts to it. And then this is the model structure and association. So user model, it will use the user model, and user has many stories, dependent destroy, and the story model belongs to user, and it will create enum for statuses like pending, generating, completed and failed. Okay, and it is the validate. Prompt presents true, length minimum 10, maximum 1000. Okay, and before create, auto set title from prompt truncated to 60 characters. Okay, and then you can see the controller. So it will create a story controller fully protected by authenticate user. That means this story controller actions will be invoked only if user is authenticated into the system. So here you can see the actions like index, and the path will be stories, new, create stories, show and destroy. Create flow, Build story from params story prompt scoped to current user. Save the status pending. Enqueue the story generation job dot perform later story dot id. Redirect to story path at the story with a flash notice. Okay, why enqueue instead of inline? Cloud can take 5 to 20 seconds for a full story. Doing it inline would block Puma's thread and risk a browser timeout. Solid queue already installed handles this natively. No extra infrastructure needed. Okay, that means it will create a job which is for story generation job, and based on that it will run that story generation in the background, as it is saying that when you give the prompt, Claude may take 5 to 20 seconds or sometimes more as well to create a full story based upon your prompt. Okay, and if you do it inline, I mean instead of background job, if you do it asynchronously, okay, then what will happen, that sorry, if you do it synchronously, what will happen that it could block the rail server thread and block other processes, and there is a risk of browser timeout as well. Okay, so that's why it will use the solid queue, which is by default in rails 8.0. And here the next thing is views and user flow. So how it will do the user flow? So sign in, header, new story, cta. Okay, then stories, new stories, show template and index templates, and then views needed. So stories new.html.trb needed. Large text area for what will be in the new.html.trb. So large text area for the prompts with a character counter. Hint: describe your story idea, character setting, genre, mood, and submit button. Generate my story. Okay, and then story show.html. Two states controlled by story.status. Pending, generating. Animated spinner. Claude is writing your story. Page auto refresh every 3 seconds via blah blah blah. Okay, and then completed failed. Error card with the error message and a retry option. Okay, and then setting index.html. Card grid of all the users' stories, title, prompt, status, base, and created it. Write a new story primary button at the top. This will be the look and feel of the index table. Okay, and then Claude API integration architecture, which is service object pattern. Create app services cloud service.rb. Then service object keeps API logic out of the job and controller and make it independently testable. Okay, cloud service.generate story. Then build system prompt user message call anthropic API, and returns plain text string of the story. Raise an API error if job catches it. Okay, and then system prompt for the story generation. Okay, because we are providing prompt as a user, then we also need some prompt at the backend level that will guide the API that what we want to generate and how that agent should act. Okay, so here the system prompt we need to use. So you are a skilled creative fiction writer. When given a story idea or prompt, write a captivating, well structured short story with a clean beginning, middle, and end. Use a vivid description, engaging dialogue, and compelling character. Aim for 400 to 600 words unless the prompt suggests otherwise. It means if you do not suggest that I need a long story, it will always use 400 to 600 limited words limit of the story. Okay, and then this is the background job. Story generation job: find story by id, update status from pending to generating, then call cloud service dot generate story, story dot prompt, update story, generated story, result, status completed, and the API key storage. Store in rails encrypted credentials editor nano, and rails credentials edit. That means first you need to store the anthropic API key so that you can use that API key to generate your story with the AI. Okay, and accessed it in the services Rails application dot credential dot anthropic API key. And this is the gem and dependencies. So anthropic is the official gem, solid queue. Okay, and the device that is already installed, and solid queue is already installed. Anthropic need to be added to the gem file. Okay, so, and it is also saying that only one gem is needed, anthropic, the official anthropic SDK for Ruby. Okay, and this is the execution order when we implement: build, add, and bundle, add, anthropic, migration plus story model, routes, cloud services, story generation job, storage controller, views, header, and navbar, update, story API key in Tailwind, in credentials, and tailwind rebuild plus smoke test. Okay, ready to proceed step by step whenever you give go ahead. Okay, so this is the plan that Claude has generated based upon our prompt that we prepared here. Okay, so what we did here, that we just prepared a plan, feature plan, that this is the feature that is in my mind and I want to implement this, and now you need to tell me that how I should go and how I should analyze this. Okay, and this is what we do without the help of AI as well. But it takes too much time to analyze the things. I mean, first analyze the database model, then associations, then controller structure, then views structure, and then we need to think about asynchronous processing using some background jobs, and how to how to integrate the Anthropic API or any external API. So we need to do a lot of documentation work for that. And now the plan has been prepared by Claude within just a few seconds. Okay, or just a maximum 1 minute. So this is the plan provided by Claude. Okay, now before moving further, what we will do, that we will tell Claude to store this plan within some directory. Okay, so let's say uh, let's write some prompt here. So let's say, let's make some separation, and then we will provide this prompt to Claude. So I want to store this analysis into some directory. Okay, so let's create a dot Claude directory in the project root, and then store this analysis into some MD file or MDC file, and name the file as story generation feature. Okay, story generation feature. Okay, also make sure that this dot Claude directory is mentioned in the dot git ignore. So why need to mention in the git ignore? Because whenever we push something, this rule file should be in our local. This should not be pushed to git. Okay, because this is for our local users and for local setup. Okay, so let's provide this uh, prompt to Claude. Okay, so we provided this prompt to Claude. I want to store this analysis into some directory, so let's create a .claude directory in the project root, and then store this analysis into some MDC file and name the file as story generation feature. Also make sure that this Claude directory is mentioned, sorry, typo mistake, mentioned in the git ignore. Okay, so here you can see that it is going to create a new Claude directory. Let's proceed. Yes, and it has mentioned it into the git ignore, so yes. And now it is going to create a file with name story generation feature.mdc. Okay, so let it create that file. And why I'm for asking Claude to create this MDC file, because uh, let's say we haven't to finish this feature yet. Okay, so let's say if we close the terminal, then we might lose the context again, and we have to give the same prompt again and get the and tell the Claude to generate a feature plan again. But if we have this feature analysis stored at somewhere in our project or in some document, then we do not need tell Claude to review the file again, to review the prompt again and provide a feature plan. We can simply tell Claude to use this file, and based upon that we can re-ask it to plan, and then we can guide Claude to execute the plan. Okay, so it has created that file. Let's save this. So now it is going to save that file. Okay, so here you can see Done. Here is what was set up. Claude story generation feature.mdc. The full plan saved as a markdown component file. Git ignore. The Claude directory is purely local, safe to store any future planning docs, analysis, or notes there without them ending up in the version control. Okay, now let's go to the code base. Okay, so here you can see this is the Claude directory that it has created, and here you can see the story generation mdc file. Okay, this is the markdown file that it has created, and you can see this is the overview. So authenticated users can submit a story idea prompt. The system saves the prompt, sends it to the Claude AI, and returns a fully generated story which is also persisted in the database. User can view all their past stories and in a personal library. Okay, so this is the database design, that new table stories how it will do, and this is the second model structure and all, and this is the controller actions and all. Okay, so now next time in the next lecture when we start building this feature, we will use this feature file. Okay, this feature analysis file, and provide it to the Claude, and then Claude will read this document and start implementing feature for us. Okay, now and for the proof, let's ask the same thing to the Claude, that I am not going to implement this now, but next time if I provide this feature path, feature plan file to you, you will be able to read this and uh, do the development. Correct? So yes, let's say ask this question. What we ask, that I'm not going to implement this now, but next time if I provide this feature plan file to you, you will be able to read this file and do the development. Correct? So yes, absolutely, the mdc file contains everything needed: database schema, model associations, controller actions, service object design, job flow, view structure, and the exact implementation order. Next time just say something like implement the story generation feature, the plan is in dot Claude, this is this, and I will read that file and follow it step by step. The only thing you will need to have ready before we implement is your anthropic api key. Since that can't be stored into the plain file, everything else is self-contained. Okay, so you need to generate your anthropic api key, and in the next lecture I will show you that how you can create your anthropic api key, or we can ask Claude to create our anthropic api key. Okay, so what we did in this lecture, that we have a feature in mind, that what we want to do as a next in our project, and we shared the high level idea of that thing of or that feature to the Claude, and Claude has prepared a complete plan, development plan for us. Okay, so it saves our time to think on that particular feature. We reviewed the plan, okay, and we stored that plan in some feature mdc file, and next time we will use that feature analysis file to provide to the Claude, and based upon that feature analysis file, Claude will read it and then it will start doing development for us. Okay, so that's how we can use the power of Claude. Okay, so that's all for this lecture. See this watch it completely, and if you are creating some other project, try to create your own idea, and then ask Claude to create that particular feature analysis file, and then next time you can use it for the development. Okay, so that's all for this lecture, and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.